Hello and welcome back. I'm Davril Tien. You're tuned into the Underwater Rugby channel, the Euroleague, and we're about to have a match between Molde and Malmo Triton. In blue for Molde, wearing number 1, Bård Inge Pettersen. Number 2, Jakob Lorhammer. Number 4, Evan Bjornerem. Number 7, Iver Bjornerem. Number 8, Oyvind Nyhus. Number 10, Joachim Gravdahl. Number 11, Jon Reide Hegdahl. Number 15, Marius Skåre. Number 20, Yasmin Dervisevic. Number 33, Naol Nordal. Number 77, Matthias Barsten. And number 87, Matthias Valby. On the other side of the pool, wearing white for Malmo Triton, number 2, Magne Thornberry. Number 3, Simon Jobs. Number 5, Petter Blomberg. Number 6, Ann-Sophie Krakow. Number 8, Ulf Riedel. Number 9, Emmanuel Johansson. Number 10, Edvin Mortensson. Number 11, Olof Pettersson. Number 13, Stefan Poltergach. Number 14, Jürgen Persson. And number 18, Milos Nilsson. In this match, the referees are on deck, Rafael Tito de Moras, And in the water, Kaiser Lindman and Robert Glock. Okay, we're on the air again. Davreltien, joined here by Jan Kinderman from Vienna.
Hello, everybody.
And we are going to talk about the next match. Jan, you'll be here for the whole match, or?
No, I'll leave in the middle because I'll have the team talk with Vienna for the next match.
All right. So, Malmö and Molde. I would say that, of course, Molde is favored to win this match, but Malmö has been playing well.
Yeah, Malmö has shown some really good development in this season, I think. Have a few.
They're probably very eager, and they want to play. And when you're on a winning team, you don't feel as much pressure as a younger player that if you lose, it's your fault.
Okay, let's have a look at the match. Yeah, sure. And also, it's easier to play well with good teammates.
Yes.
Because they show you a lot better what you should be doing in the water. So we have boarding Pettersson, as usual, behind the sprinter who gets the ball. Okay, this is Jasmin Dervisevic, who is playing now. Last round.
Did they score already?
No. It's a free throw. I'm not sure. What did he give? Okay, referee is not signaling. Okay, yeah, it's free throw for Malmö.
So one of the aspects of the Molde game is these long passes that instead of swimming they can, or wrestling, they just pass the ball such a distance.
They're throwing a lot of passes. They throw the passes very quickly. They don't look like, is it really going to be a good pass? They don't worry about it. They just throw basically every pass that comes to their mind, because like this they produce more chances to score. They lose the ball sometimes, but they're confident to be able to win it back.
If somebody scores against Molde, it's not at all sure that they will be disheartened. They are going to get the goal back again.
I think so. They are pretty eager to win each time, and even if they win, they're always eager to play the best they can. So if they win against a team but they didn't play well, many players will not be satisfied. But let's focus on the game for a bit.
Yeah.
We see not a lot of pressure from Molde right away, so good work from Malmö.
But both teams have lost the ball without any good reason.
Hegdahl. And the pass over to the right-hand side. Yeah, that was the first score. Okay, this was boarding Pettersson continuing his score streak
goal
from
for the blue team.
Last round, and
scored
we
by
could
number
see
one, assisted by number 7.
And we could see
score number
the pass
1,
that you just described, the long pass just over the goal, over the defender, from all the left side to all the right side. Just threw a giant pass over the defender.
Jon Hegdahl?
No, Hegdahl gave it over to Ivar Björnarem, and he then threw it over the defender. The unlucky defender who said there was Jakob Lorhammer. No, was Simon Jobs. No, it was Magni Turnberg.
Okay.
Now I got that right. But he came in a bit too late. Yeah, didn't see the pass quite well. If he sees the pass, he can snatch it away easily. If he doesn't see it, it's an easy goal for
And
Boarding and Pettersson on the other
Malmo's
side.
on the defensive again now
Yeah.
after. So
There we see Boarding and Pettersson. He just scored. I think he's even leading the scores right now for the whole season.
and assists, points leader
Yeah, pretty much
by
leader in
a
everything.
huge amount.
Yeah, totally. In Vienna, Molde won 2 matches in high double digits, and he scored and assisted like a million goals. Well, yeah, let's see how this game pans out. We have 1 quick goal for Molde, but that does not necessarily mean that this is over. I feel that Malmo can put up a lot of defenses. And let's see if they can produce something. So right here they're keeping the ball quite well, but now now he's left alone against 2.
It's important. Berlin Holtz is missing.
Oh yeah, for Malmo, Bayernholz is missing, which is a huge deal because he's one of the best players. Well, he is the best player of the team, likely. Also interesting, one of the Molde players with number 87 is Mattis Valby, who originally came from Malmo. So he has moved and also now changed the club because of that. He moved to Molde, and yeah, now he's playing for Molde against his former team.
And he's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player. The loss of Mattis Valby for Malmo Triton back then was really a tough nut to crack. It was tough to overcome that. Now I think this is all Fridell, but I can't see really because they're not wearing shirts, so it's a bit difficult. This is easy. This is Ann-Sophie Krakow because she's the only girl playing there. Now they won the ball back, but yeah, okay. So
Ann-Sophie picked it off. No,
nearly.
she didn't manage to hold on
That's
to it.
Jasmin Dervizovic. He's a very quick counter-attack player. Will he take a break or will he try to start an attack
And
right away?
he's in really good shape, and he's going to come really hard.
Yeah,
So
there he is. Tried to bring it in, but the defender did really good work.
Oh,
Now the ball is all free on the left-hand side, and that was Evan Björnaram.
Yeah. That was in between
Goal
the
for the blue
head
team,
and the shoulder.
scored by number 4,
Past the neck.
assisted by number 1.
So real good attacks from
Score number
Molde
4,
here.
assist number 1.
We know nothing less from them, but
It looks like it could be a very long day for Triton now.
yeah,
Now
but
that
I mean,
started.
we saw that just before the first onslaught for them.
Okay.
The defended really well, but then there's like a second or 2 seconds later, there's a second wave, and for this he was not prepared. So
No.
there needs to be more help. Very difficult for them.
Aha. So we here have Hannes Hoffman. Hello, Hannes.
Meanwhile, there's another counter-attack, but it's stopped. Marius Skare got the ball in midfield, and now Molde tries to build up the next attack. But yeah, they lost the ball in the meantime, and can we see a counter-attack for Malmo Triton? This would be Simon Jobs who tried to counter-attack.
2 players coming in. Forecheck by 1.
So this is Milos Nilsson. Brought the ball over. This is Peter Blomberg, if I'm not mistaken. And Jürgen Persson
And
tries to roll
we
it
said
slow. Yeah, you see Malmo Triton playing a lot of passes defensively, and now they're being forechecked and they win the ball at the midfield. Now it's Ivar Björnaram who tried to come over, finds his pass to the right-hand side, but just snatched away.
there was a real danger that they were going to score there.
Yeah, but it was pretty well defended. So now they try to build up again. But
I think another score will come soon.
as Jasmin Dervizovic, he will try to score himself, I'm sure. But yeah, very good job for the defender here. This is Stefan Podrugac. He held him away quite easily. But yeah,
I told you.
it's yeah, I know. I wasn't
Goal for the
questioning
blue
it.
team, scored by number 1,
It's Boarding and Pettersson
assisted
again.
number
Yeah.
7.
The
Score
problem
number
is
1,
that
assist number 7.
although they're defending very well, that they are unable to keep their structure.
Yeah,
and
the
then the
point
ball
is,
goes to
the
other
point
side.
is
of
they
the-
defend really well one time. The point is Molde is posing problems for them every 2 or 3 seconds. Once they defended well, that was really good. Okay, but you need to be very good every time.
Yes.
And well, it's not just enough to be good one time, and then if one player is missing in his spot or one just loses the ball too quickly or something, then it's immediately danger.
And also, they're physically in extremely good condition. A guy like Jasmin Dervisevic, you saw him driving forward
Yeah,
and stripping the ball away, and then
he's so
passing
energetic.
to himself. Yeah, he's in good shape. I mean, he's working.
This
out
is
a lot.
holding. This is holding without
Yeah.
the ball. So it's a wide free throw here.
This is not to say that the people in
Holding,
Triton
wide
are
free
not
throw.
training, but
Holding.
the level in Molde of
Wide free
commitment
throw.
is higher than in most other clubs.
Yeah, it is.
So
Let's see. The point is, when you play against Molde, for most of the teams, it's like every second that you're not being scored against is a win for you. So basically, Malmo never had illusions about being able to win this game, but they will try to not being scored against too many times, and also will try to score 1 or 2 goals on their own, which would be really good. Meanwhile, we have Øyvind Nyhus, who won the ball but instantly lost it because the pass that he wanted to play ended up in the hands of Ann-Sofie Krakow, who has the ball again, gets it off. Very well, Simon Jobs.
Ann-Sofie had great ball handling skills there. She held on. She stole a ball. She took a pass and she passed it on. She's really one of the best women players in the world.
Yeah,
And,
definitely. The fact that she's playing in Euroleague not only once but several times repeatedly means that the team of Malmo Triton trust her to be the better alternative than maybe some other male players. So
Yes.
yeah, that has to account for her being really good.
And why didn't Laura Bushner come to this round?
I have no idea.
No.
In Vienna she played for March, but
Yes.
she's not here. I'm not sure if she wasn't able to come or if they decided to not bring her. Whatever, we have another counter-attack, and this is Øyvind Nyhus. Is he?
He stops.
Oh no, it was not Nyhus, it was Jakob Lauhammer. Now, this is Patterson again.
So in this situation, it's impossible to take the ball from Pettersson on the surface. He's
Yeah,
just
well, it's not impossible. It's really
difficult.
It's really difficult. It's Joachim Gravdal
Oh,
who drills
nice
in
pass.
over to the left-hand side
Oh,
for
the other side again.
Hegdal.
Ah,
And can they? Yeah, they
Yeah.
will score. Did he play the pass behind the goal there, Hegdal? I think so. Well, the assist goes to
Goal for the blue team,
Jon
scored by
Reidar
number
Hegdal.
7, assisted by number 11.
the
Scored by
space behind
number
the
7,
basket
assisted by number
is
11.
only makes things even easier for
Let's look at it again. Oh, we can't even see on the replay
don't
where the
know.
pass came, but it came from Jon Reidar Hegdal. We couldn't see where he threw it, but somehow he found his way to Ivar Bjørnaram. Yeah, the space behind the goal is. We have seen that in basically nearly every match here, that it's been abused by 1 or 2 other teams, and
well, it's
basically for the teams who are not used to it, that's really big. That's really frustrating. For a defender who is not used to this is just totally evil. Okay, Øyvind Nyhus driving it forward, and this is Mattis Valby, Jon Nordahl. Gives it over. Oh, can he give bring the ball over to the other side? He couldn't, and so you saw Mario Skauri, who was actually on the right-hand side.
oh now it's a fast break.
He tried to come over to the left-hand side to be able to get the pass, but still Malmö managed to snatch the ball off. Now struggling to find their teammates in the midfield.
Here again, we could see that Molde's swimming is so fast that what was a really great fast break was quickly broken down by people catching up with them.
Yeah. So the counter-attack defense of Molde is pretty good. Now let's see if Malmö can establish a bit of ball possession, but there he seems to be under a lot of trouble because he's been clinched between Dervisevic and
Anso comes up with
and
the ball.
Gravdal. Let's see where it ends up.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, that's not good for Malmö. It ends up with Hegdal, who gives it over to Ivar Bjørnaram, who's not only very fast but also very heavy. And once he's in movement, it's close to impossible to hold him back, to break him. And the goal was scored from the other side. I think it was not Nordahl who scored it.
Goal for the blue team, scored by number 2.
Yeah, it was
Assisted
Jakob
by number
Laurhammer.
1.
And another score point
Scored
for
by
Bardinge
number 2,
Pettersson.
assisted
Yeah,
by
who is
number
so
1.
he's going to win the overall points table for sure
Oh,
now.
well, wait for it. Vienna has 3 matches to come, so
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding. Yeah, he definitely is going to win this.
De gör ju highlights på varenda jävla mål. Det är därför det tar
And-
20 sekunder.
right now there are roughly 5.5 minutes left in this first half.
Ready?
And we're already up to 5-0.
Ready?
So this is easily going to go into the double digits for Molde. But let's see what Malmo can put up. They have a lot of young players, and playing against Molde is the hardest test they can get. But it also, I think they can learn a lot in in matches like these.
What do you think is going to happen between Malch and Molde tomorrow?
That's going to be very interesting. I'm not going to make any prognosis. Meanwhile, we have a rather good counter-attack from Mattis Valby, who could then, in the end, not finish it himself, but luckily on the other side, Marius
Scored by number
was there.
15, assisted by number 87.
And there's a defender
Scored by number
who tried to
15,
screen in the middle.
Assisted
He was just
87.
overswamped, so the speed of Mattis Valby was just too high, and he couldn't stop him from coming all the way over. And you see the pass from Mattis Valby. It's between the wall and the goalie, and this pass is difficult to make.
Yeah.
But if you can make it, it's wonderful because nobody else can reach in there. No
Ready?
forechecker, no defender
You're by yourself, yeah. You've
Yeah.
got the goalie one-on-one.
Yeah. And you see that with Molde several times. They like to play this pass. If the first guy can't score the goal himself, they like to put the ball just between the wall and the goalie, where the next player from the other side can grab it off. Wow, that was quick. Evan Björnarem scored this one. We couldn't even
Score for the blue team,
how it came along because there was 5 Molde players down there.
scored by number 4.
And the assist
assisted
goes
by
to
number
Eva Björnarem. Yeah.
Scorer number 4.
So basically Molde is throwing
assisted
all the
by
passes
number
beneath the
7.
basket of Malmö that they want. So this is just for the flavor text.
Time
This
out
was
for the white team.
assisted by Björnarem and
Time
scored
out
by
for the white
Björnarem.
team.
Is the younger brother
Yeah,
of
he's
Eva Björnarem.
Yeah. I heard just signaled to one of his teammates who asked how many goals he had scored in this match.
2.
He just showed you it's a second already. He also has started to become more and more important for the team of Molde. Also in Vienna, he played really well and started to be more imposing and to have more ball possession, to carry more of the ball more often, and also score and be part of the guys who score
Also,
than
now
before.
Nordahl's become a more important player. The younger players coming up in Molde.
Yeah, also he's a very young player, and the team of Molde has started to let him play even in Euroleague when he was quite young and not that experienced, but he has gained a lot of experience here, obviously. So now, yeah, clearly he's going to be a very good player when he continues like this.
Timeout over.
So timeout is over. I'm going to leave you for now.
All
6
right.
I
players
have
in
to
the
stick with
water,
my
please.
team. So
Thank you very
have
much.
fun with the rest of the match.
Come back.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you there from Jan Kinderman, who has been helping with the live stream commentary. So, here we are. Triton is struggling to try and stop Molde from scoring more and more goals. With 7 goals, it's not unlikely it'll be a double-digit score in the first half. And it never feels good to have a team run up a score of 20-0 or something like that. A careful pass. Krakow in a one-on-one battle. She holds on to the ball, manages to pass it to a teammate, but Triton has been going the wrong direction. And referee halts the action. Free throw
White free throw, roughing.
Roughing. So
White free throw,
Triton
roughing.
maintains possession of the ball. (7-0) with roughly 3.5 minutes left in the first half. In comes Molde, swimming over, swimming up, passing down to the other side, and it's going to be a score. There was a
goal for the blue team.
A great example.
Scored by number 15, assisted by number 10.
So
scored by number 15, assisted by number 10.
Marius Skåre took the pass from Oyvind Nyhus and put another basket in. And it was a combination, actually. You could say there were 2 assists there. One good pass, and then over to the other side. Triton crossing the pool, tied up. And they lose the ball again. Oyvind Nyhus. And an ambitious pass picked off. The Triton's having trouble holding on to it, and it's taken back. And stolen again. Oh, what a goal. So their board, Inge Pettersson picked off
goal for the blue team, scored by number 1, assisted by number 15.
I don't think that should be an
Scorer
assist at
number
all.
1, assist 15.
And anyway, he shot the ball in from high above emphatically, adding even more to his lead as the points leader. He picked it up,
Ready?
passed it to himself, and then shot it in. What a goal. And now they've got the ball again. They're coming over, and Triton is just getting overwhelmed here. Ivar Björnerdam over Jasmin Davisovic. Now another ball bounces on the bottom, picked up by Triton. Davisovic chasing down. And careless pass picked off. Mattis Valby coming in from the left side. He's going to try to score. Ball drops down to the bottom. A Triton fast break, but they'll catch that player who gets tangled up in the referee's buzzer cord. Ann-Sofie Krakow doing her best, but caught from behind. And the ball's taken by Molde. Pass out in front. Eventually picked off. Can Triton clear their zone? No.
1 minute remaining.
And another goal coming. So
Score for the blue team.
Matthias Barsten, I think that was.
Number 11, assisted by number 15. Score number 11, assist number 15.
Oh no, it was Jan Ryder Hegdahl who scored that. And an assist went to Marius Skåre. So double digits in the first half with 1 minute roughly remaining. Triton tied up, struggling to pass the ball, covered by Molde players. There we have Jan Reide Hegdahl scored. Long pass, batted away, but then still picked up by Molde. Oh. Triton back has it. Now they're having so much difficulty getting out of their own zone. And every time, that's the first half. The highlights will start soon. I'll be back again in just a second.
Change of sides, half time.
I stole Molde's pass at the last Triton series, and I'm just showing off that I have.
What are you doing now? You can sit here.
I'm not doing. I'm just waiting.
Wait. I can hear. Okay. Christian Schaefer is here. And he's going to
6 players in the water, please.
offer his insight into this. Now, the first question I have for you, Christian, is Molde going to get the score up to over 20?
Yes.
They're going to get it over 20. What does it mean that
10 seconds.
who's missing from Triton that makes a difference? Bernie Holtz is not here. If they had him here, what would it be like?
I mean, it's not only Triton who misses players. Molde is not even in their strongest. They're not fielding the strongest team, so Molde could have a even stronger team than they have
Ulvestad's
now.
not here.
They're missing Jørn Ulvestad. Germaune is
Yeah.
not here either. So, but in terms of wow.
There was another goal. I made a funny sound there,
Goal
but
by the blue team.
Boring.
yeah. One of the things that I have to say,
Scored by number 7.
I don't agree with the giving assists on every goal.
No assist.
Okay, here. This is the first time they haven't given an assist because nobody touched it except for the person who stole the
I
ball.
mean, he only give assist if there is one. I mean,
Well,
I mean,
I sometimes question it because if a pass happens on the other side of the pool, why call that an assist?
oh, so you mean when you win the ball in a fast break and you make a pass and the guy you're passing to swims all the way over and put it in?
Yeah, I don't think that's a legitimate assist. An assist should be close to the goal where somebody makes a move that changes the situation and allows the other person to score.
So it should be like what now? I think this is.
Watch the referee.
I think this pool.
Holding.
This pool
White
is
free
interesting
throw.
to playing as a player because you can pass behind the
Holding
goals.
white free throw.
So I mean, when you're not used to be able to do that, you don't use that to your advantage. You don't utilize it. But you saw the Finnish team, Tampere. They knew how to pass behind the goal, and they actually had quite a bit of success with that. They made 3 goals from that. So for me, it's going to be interesting to see if any of the other teams not used to playing this pool actually try to make passes behind the goal. Because there's the when I say behind the goal, that's because you could actually pass the ball between the goal and the wall to the other side.
Yes. Petter Bloomberry manages to get the ball to Anso.
Regrets.
Anso holds off,
Gets-
and they're struggling to hold on to the ball, and they get driven back a lot when they're passing backwards. And Malmo knows they shouldn't pass backwards, so that means a really big push.
Boom.
Another goal coming here.
Boarding it.
Yeah. Boarding and put. I don't know.
But this is like the guy who.
Goal for the blue
You see
team.
the guy who
Scored
brings
by
over the ball here, number
1.
2.
Assisted by number 2.
Jakob Lahammer.
Yeah.
Scorer number 1. Assist by number 2.
For a lot of years, he was not like considered a top player. He was what you might say a little bit useless, but he kind of like just kept on training. Started to got in the team, and now he's in the Molde team and a very valuable player. And he's just like a typical story that he was not like an obvious big talent from the beginning, like some of the other guys in the Molde team.
Hard worker.
Yeah, but he's a hard worker, and he just kept at it, and now he's like in the Molde team very often. Oh, Marius.
Oh, he wanted to put that ball in. No, that would have been a moment of cheer for Malmo Triton. Petter Bloomberry looking for a pass. Coming in along the bottom. There's a back there in the way. And they can't. Now they've got the position, but to get the ball down, difficult. And they lose it instead.
Yeah, they come.
Is that Oyvind?
That's Oyvind.
Newhus.
Passes down to Jasmine. A little bit alone. And now we have
Nice.
Boringe at the goal again. They get it down to him, and then
It'll be another
you
goal.
see there he actually
No.
passed it behind. It looked like he passed it behind the bucket, trying to get it over to Jasmine. But Oyvind Newhus is picking it up again. Boringe once again.
Coming in from above. over to the would you call it the weak side or the strong side? Well, the side away from the exchange zone, which is better for the offensive team.
I mean, I wouldn't say. I know you. Oh, here comes Anne. Let's see what she can do. Oh.
She couldn't.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't call it, weak or strong side. Actually, it's just the more risky side to play on.
Where there's nobody coming in from the exchange bench.
But you could also, when you see, here comes, when Boarding comes again.
Oh, he dropped down to the bottom, but he didn't score. But it's going to be another chance
too
here.
many multipliers now.
Dervisevic,
Oh, good, nice
they're
not score
hanging
there.
on. Oh, now it's
Here comes
Boarding is
Boarding
coming
again.
in from above.
There were like the 4 multipliers down there. There were too many multipliers. They were in each other's way. Okay, now it should. Yeah. No, again. Ewa couldn't get it down.
He
it
holds on to the ball. This is just crazy.
Oh, that was. Okay, you see how tired the Malmö players is. They just Milos was just passing the ball into nothing.
Yeah.
Now they have the goal. Now there it is.
It was an even Björnram.
Ewa who put it in, and
Ivar.
Goal for the blue team.
Boarding took the goal. But
Scored by number 7.
to turn back to
Assisted by number 1.
It was Heider. It was Jan Rödeheg. No, it was Ivar.
It was Ivar.
Assist, no, sorry.
It's
Scored number 7, assist number 10. Assist number 10, score number 7.
but despite this, I mean, this game is over, but it's still a little bit interesting to see, because on both teams you have people who are not.
Ready?
For example, number 10, Joachim Graudal, he's not a Molde player in the Norwegian series.
No.
He plays with Egersund, and it's the same with Marius Skåre, who also plays with Ålesund in Norwegian League. And the same with Malmo Triton. They have Emanuel Johansson, who normally plays with Isøf.
Yes.
So I mean, it's there is some interesting aspects still of this game that you might think that some of the teams are thinking beyond their just team and thinking more about the upcoming European Championships and getting the national team players playing together, and this is an opportunity to do that.
I think Molde opposed this originally, but now they come to see that it's not so bad. So it's good for the development of younger players, and in the case of Beta, they would have collapsed if they weren't able to take in more players, because they've lost so many. Okay.
And
Welby.
And you have Mattis Welby, a Malmo Triton player for many years. So there's still some. Oops, good pass.
Oh, pass.
He actually just put it in himself.
Anso picked it off. She's a goalie. Oh, almost scored.
Jesus. There we have Emanuel Johansson with
he's a
locking up
tough
the ball.
player.
Yeah, he's a really, when you look at him, you think, okay, that guy, he's not. He doesn't look much, but he's a really talented guy.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Really a good player.
Also, he's the kind of player who, when he started playing in the Euroleague, he could handle himself immediately. There was no period of adjustment or anything like that. He was just ready.
Okay, I said this would end more than 20, but they are wasting a lot of time with their not putting it in and surface scrumming. So right now it doesn't look too good for my prediction with the 20 goals. Is the Norwegian Championships is next week. The Swedish Championship, because next week is Norwegian Championship. The week after that you have the Danish Championships. And I think the week after that there's the Swedish Championship. So I think during the next 3 weeks we're gonna see championships for Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. So I think all this is also a advantage to the teams playing the Euroleague, because they'll have some really good training and opposition before their national championship.
Even if they're
even though they might, even though Malmö might
lose a couple players,
even though there's board.
That was boarding in there.
Not him with the
Goal
pass.
for the
It was
blue team.
Oyvind Nyhus with
Scored by number 1.
with the pass.
Assisted by number 8.
Yes.
Scored by number 1, assist number 8.
Marius Skåre got the assist.
No, number 8. That's Oyvind Hus.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oyvind, yeah, okay, yes.
You've been doing this for so long, you should start to learn the numbers.
Yeah, I should. I actually, it's a good question. You sent me information about commentary in the NFL.
Yeah,
And
did.
I just want to say, Christian, I think that's I take that as a criticism, but a very legitimate one. And that is namely, if this were really run in a professional way, I would sit and watch all the game films.
Yeah.
Not once, but 3 times or so. I would know, what color the players paint their toenails. But
and you would probably also got paid.
I would have got paid. I would get paid as well.
So it was not meant as criticism. It was just meant as I know what you mean, as inspiration and what we should strive to.
That's what we should do. We should make that level of professionalism, but we're not there yet. And
So-
also, like the players who are missing, like say for example, for whatever reason it is that the Russian guys like Shurupov and now
Yuri.
Boyko missing. Well, they should be paid, right? If they said, we'll give you $100 if you come to play the game, you'd say, okay, I'm coming. Or maybe 100 would not be enough. I don't know. You have to be in shape too, but the thing is, Anso,
You were just manhandled and so that was a
Yeah.
little bit. But here come Mattis. Oh no, but it's
another goal.
was that the Higge?
Goal by the blue team.
Yeah, no, Higge
Who got
Scored
it?
by
Higge.
number 11,
11, Hegdahl.
assisted by number 87.
And Mattis Valby was
Scorer number 11, assisted by number 87.
the pass was off the wall, or
Actually, I think we had some.
15-0.
I think we have this season's Euroleague has been really great in terms of the video production. I mean, the pools we've been in Copenhagen, in Vienna, and here in Tampere, all the pools are great. The visibility is by far the best we have seen, and the video production is also really awesome. I also think if you look at, you start to see more traction on Facebook, that more people are sharing it and watching it. And I think that is due to the quality of the video has been dramatically improved. Also with the yellow ball,
It helped.
it helped a lot with the jerseys.
Yeah. I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but I really pressed hard for the ball color, and I pushed and pushed and pushed, and we still haven't really got the right color for the ball. But it's really somebody has to go to China or someplace like that and just go to a bunch of factories and get order samples, and then the thing is, for the companies who are making these, they would say, how many do you want? And you would say 100. They would say, what are we doing this for?
No, but I mean, if you said that Siemens said that ball color had to be a certain color, then you could order maybe 1,000 balls for all the people playing underwater rugby, all the clubs around Europe.
I even wondered if there could be a ball that's not filled with salt water, that just the plastic itself would be embedded with something to make it heavier. And
wouldn't it, the line of the ball when you pass it?
it would have to be balanced.
Yeah, because if it's only the shell, it would.
I don't know. Nobody's gone to do tests and stuff like that, so it's purely a matter of speculation.
But maybe a little bit back to the to the game here. I mean, you see, Molde is not lying down like in their traditional. Oh, here we come. It should be
the goal coming.
Like score with the goal. But you see, Molde have a very loose defense in the back. They don't lie down on the bottom and wait for the Malmo Triton to come in. They just go out and they chase.
Assisted by number 20.
And that's why.
Scorer
and
87.
that's why also you see
20.
result like this, because
Mattis Valby putting it in. Yeah.
That Molde, they just say no, the hell to it. We just go all in and just go chase the ball and score as many goals as we can.
Yeah. Now it's not even a question of. I mean, Triton could score, sure, but.
I mean, you gotta give credit to Triton, because despite being hammered by Molde, they just go on and want to keep trying to make that goal. I mean, they try to score and they try to play. They're just facing a superior team in many aspects. Oh, that was a little bit of a thin call, I think.
Holding.
Blue free throw.
So,
Holding.
uh,
Blue free throw.
Now you've played with
We're
two
holding.
of the top clubs in the world. Flipper, your old club,
Yeah,
and now you're with Akron.
we're gonna face off later today.
You're going to play your own former team.
Akron and Flipper plays today at what's that? 5:30
Yeah.
local time. That's gonna be fun.
So some of your former teammates,
All my former teammates will.
they want to get you.
But no, oh, boarding it. Look.
Oh,
But we have some really, I mean, the league this year is very, very close.
yeah.
In the bottom, we have some interesting matchings. We have both Akron and Polisen will face each other down in the
Critical
bottom.
match.
Tampere only have 5 points. They also have to start winning. Ege only have 3 points. I mean, so there's 4 points now. So there's a lot of interesting matches yet to be played. Even in the top, Molde plays Malch. I think it's tomorrow morning. First thing tomorrow morning, right? Yeah. So that's also going to affect the standings in the top. So even though it's the last round, nothing is settled yet. So I think that's a good development. The teams come closer to each other.
Yeah. Theoretically, Molde can lose
Yeah, they could.
if Malch.
Here comes a
stuns
fast break. Alone with. Oh, couldn't.
Nice.
And
He's got the goalie's back.
but now Bodding has his hands on the ball, and then he wins it. Yeah. He doesn't.
That could have been a goal.
Here we have one of the younger guys, Njol Nordahl.
And they're going all the way. It's going to be a goal. No.
Not over yet. Or Nyhus. I mean, I know Molde is a good team, but this is also
Goal
a
for the
little
blue
bit
team.
too easy. I mean,
Yeah.
that fast
Scored
break
by number
wasn't
87.
that fast.
Assisted by
But
number 10.
still, there were no back down, no forward down.
Scorer 87. Assist number 10.
So, I mean, I still think Malmö is underperforming a little bit here. I know it's difficult when you're down by 17 goals, but still, you should not give up the position on the bottom.
I don't think they've given up exactly, but the forechecking, as you pointed out, is stripping the ball away from them so quickly.
But that was not that fast. That wasn't too fast a move by Molde swimming over. It wasn't one of the fastest fast break. I've seen faster. And so they're a little bit. I mean, I think Malmö was a little bit slow to get down. Oh, nice holding on to the ball by Enzo.
She's really good. I know you think that women are a liability, but she's
a great player. I mean,
she's been playing for 23 years.
Yeah, she's strong and good conditioned, and so.
And she has good flexibility too.
Nah, she's no.
Oh. And they couldn't get it in.
Bobbler pass.
Yeah, so Molde traps.
But you also got to see how the I mean, a little bit of inspiration. The Molde player forecheck there is the number
that was
11.
Barsten there.
No, there was Higdal. He's the goalkeeper. So even though they lose the ball, the goalkeepers, the backs, everybody is helping to get the ball back.
Oh,
in the
look what's going to happen here.
Boom. Mario score.
Yeah.
The red one.
Goal for
as
the
we
blue
call
team.
him.
Scored by number 15. Assisted by number 11.
Now, why should there be an assist here?
Scored by number 15.
Yeah, that's
Assisted by
also-
number 11.
I don't see
I think
why.
we're
That's
a
crazy.
little bit overexcited about stats, perhaps, in the Euroleague. So you want to have as many stats as possible. That's why you do it.
Well, this is
I
the
think-
distortion. I don't.
Yeah,
see
I see your point. That I was trying to offer explanation why they're so.
I can't go to a court and sue to take that
1
back.
minute remaining.
Okay, the game is almost over. Luckily for Triton, they're going to just get away
White free throw.
without
Holding.
going down
Holding white free throw.
20-0.
Yeah, I mean they could still.
in
1 minute.
57 seconds. Okay.
Then they need to win the ball now and make a fast break. Yasmin, boarding. That's. Just.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like he was going to pass it, but then he said,
and-
"No, I don't need to bother passing."
Goal for the blue team, scored by number 1,
Just so strong. He's really.
assisted by number 20.
It's a bad time for every other teams that he decided to get in really good shape.
I don't think an assist should have been granted on that.
No.
Scored by
no.
number 1, assist number 20.
Let's see if they get a goal. 42 seconds.
I don't think so.
It's just about. They just need to win the ball while there's around 10 seconds left. So they have 20 seconds to win the ball, and just a clean fast break over, they can make it.
Another goal.
So we have 20. Okay, they just. Triton decides just to lock up the ball.
20 seconds left.
Ah, okay. It's gonna be difficult now. 15. Okay, now I don't see the goal number 20 now. 10, 8. 5 seconds left. How many goals did Bodinge make? Did you count them?
At least 4. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe
6?
6? 6
6
goals?
goals.
Yeah.
What's the next match?
Game over.
E Vienna?
What is it?
I think it's E Vienna, perhaps?
Vienna's here. They came. Okay, so it's Ege versus Vienna next? Yeah, all right.
That's also a very interesting match for the bottom of the standings in the league.
Yeah. So Ege hasn't got a very
No,
full team today.
No.
They lost their 2 German international players.
they're struggling a little bit
Yeah,
after such a promising start to the first round.
yeah. Could be
They're almost.
some money trouble.
Yeah, the first round where they only lost, was it 3-1 or 2-1 to Molde?
Yeah.
And they've just. But it just shows that you gotta field a strong team at each round, otherwise you will get punished.
Yeah, and Molde learned that after the very first year, because the first season they sent a not so good team to
the first
Finland,
round.
and they I think they lost a match or
Yeah.
they tied one or something.
Yeah, so it is that you gotta. And I mean, the excitement about E was really high after the first round, and
Yeah.
even now